Welcome to Trading Lounge and the Bitcoin Ethereum report for Monday, July the 19th. I want to keep it as simple as possible. We can see the market edging down. So I'm just trying to find a simple count that would satisfy all the sort of, well, Ethereum and Bitcoin at least, and with the indexes sort of all meeting the low around the same time, so to speak. So with this crypto index here, which is really just dominated by Bitcoin and Ethereum. In this case, it's the top 10 index. So in this case, if we look at the move down from the top here as wave 1 and 2, and we're still missing a 1 and 2 in there as well. So just copy that and put that there and that there. But in a nutshell, 1 and 2 and 3 here, an A and a B and a C for wave 4, pulling back to the wave 4 of 1 lesser degree, and then looking down as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 here, and going down for 5. It's reluctantly edging lower, isn't it? I mean, we can see that in Ethereum and Bitcoin. Yeah, still further to move here. So, but what I just really want to point out here is just from wave 3 here, this could also come up 1 degree of structure. It's not a big deal, but an A and a B and a C for the wave 4, 1 and 2 and 3, and very complicated, no, not that complicated, but wave 4 coming into play here, and then moving down for wave 5. Now, with this crypto index, and I know that a lot of people don't have this particular crypto index, but for this one here, the 11,500 is what I call a medium level. So it carries a fair bit of weight, as you can see. So it's going to take the market a little while to navigate that for any further downside. This time testing it, this time around, this number here, this 10,000, 1 being the strongest number in the market, would be pretty attractive for this. But we're going to have a look at Ethereum next, but we just want to take this count as 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 here, and really play that out with Ethereum as well. So we've got wave 3 here with an ABC for wave 4. In this case, we've got to clear a 5-wave structure down here for wave 1 and 2 and 3 here. And yes, I know wave 4 has moved really high here, but I think it's still the best fit for this. And without making it really complicated with, sets of X, Y, Zs and so on. And then looking down here for wave 5. So we're still... One of the things we can visually see now is we can see that the 2000 is really become the resistance at this point. We have talked about being short here before, but if you're not, then wherever the current low is here, a violation of that would put this down further, because it's been this check here was just checking it because it's part of the trend. This one here is checking it because it's part of a larger correction, and we should be pushing down further. How far it can come down, and do I have this count right? I mean, you would think that this wave 5 here, this green wave 5 would be lower than green wave 3 here, but the market did rally quite high here, so I don't expect it to come a long way down. But what we'll have to do is just monitor the direction, the 5 waves in each case, and we may even have to expand it as well. So let's just see how that goes. But for Ethereum, the next serious support is 18. And then with 18 here, we can go to, this is 1500, the medium level. So we can go 1650 in here. That's also going to be important. And also the 1720 is going to be important in here as well. That's all of minor group 2 there. I'm just trying to push it in here. I should go to a smaller time frame, but I just want to point out those three, that group there, group 2 is will offer some support, and obviously as well because it's the old lows over here. But today's video really is just about trying to understand the downside and how should it be countered. So this is one way to do it, and obviously I know that wave 4 has overlapped wave 1 there, so we could probably also put this down here as an A wave, a B wave and a C wave ending in this space as well. So our next video we will pull this apart here further. We've been pulling it apart, as you know, and there's different ways to look at this, but you can just check our Ethereum charts that gets uploaded there. So that leads us over to Bitcoin as well. Now Bitcoin's got it had a bit of a, where this wave 4 here was simple as an ABC pattern here, the Bitcoin move here was much more complicated, and the swings were much more volatile and wider here. So let's just check on that for a moment. So with this one here, I've got this up 1 degree of structure. But anyway, it doesn't matter that too much as the count. So wave 3 with a wave 4 here, and then looking at this as wave 1 here. And then we've been looking at this as wave 2. And in the other cases, we're looking at this as wave 4. But I find it very difficult to put a wave 4 here because we would have to call this move down here as wave 1. And it's a bit difficult to do that with this move here being in 3 waves here. If this was in 5 waves as a wave C, and it stayed below this one over here, well, then I could work with that. But, yeah, I just don't see that being the case. It's just a little bit left field for me, that one. So, but it should be sort of interesting because, you know, we've been counting this down here in a couple of different ways. We've also been still looking at this here as an A wave here, and then a B wave over here, and then a C wave up here. So that could still be the case with all of them. It's just that now Ethereum's locked under 2000. It gives it that another little, ticks another bearish box basically. This one here, I'm still trying to resolve the count really, and I have changed it a little bit. I mean, we're still got an ABC here for wave 2. That's fine because, you know, it bounced back 61.8%, and that's all good. And then this was an impulse wave down here. This one here is in 3 waves, so I've got this as wave 1 here now, an A wave here, B wave here, and a C wave over here. I had that before, but I've lifted it up 1 degree of structure, so that's why it probably look a little bit different. So in this particular count that I've got here coming down for for this 5 waves, it seems it will take a little bit longer than Ethereum. So I'll have to try to bring those two. I'll study them a little bit more and try to bring them into play. One of the things here that I probably talked about before, but so we've got 100. 31,000, 32,000, 33,000. They make up group 1, okay? So as you may normally see me sort of harping on about that, if the number 2 here, after the market's had a low and it's come back up and it's played up here and it drops back down and finds the number 2 as the resistance, then it's highly likely that the market now belongs to the major trading level 3 here, the 30,000. So if it's going to come down this far, then it's likely to come down further into this space. How far will it come down? I mean, normally when you're talking about, you know, a wave 3, you're talking about it being longer than wave 1. But it doesn't necessarily have to be the case, especially moving into these lows here. But that would put, as a wave 3, that would put this down into this space here and bring the market down into this, you know, much lower here into the old highs in that case. But this is why I want to watch Ethereum for, because let's just say, just humour me for a moment, and let's just say that this count is correct. Probably not, because of wave 4 being so high and overlapping this. It could be down for 1, back for 2, down for 1, back for 2, down for 1, but it's not really showing me that speed here. It's showing me that it's, yes, going down, but it's not going down with any sort of velocity, so to speak. So, yeah, that played out as a nice third wave in comparison to this wave 1 here. And this wave 5's doing everything it should. I mean, it may just come down a bit further down into the 1500. But if that's the case, we'll see how, this may move down really slow, where the Bitcoin one would move a little bit faster maybe. But we'll see. There's a lot of support in all of this area through here in terms of prices. I don't know what the option market is like at this particular point, but I did hear that there is that support there as well. But you'd also want to think too that these big fish in the market were would like to take out a series of stops across this point here as the final sort of shakeout, capitulation, whatever you'd like to call it, coming down into this space here and claiming those Bitcoin at this point, so I'll just leave it at that today. I will talk about not this time around. I want to talk about a little bit later. I want to talk about, yes, I want to just the monthly chart on Bitcoin. I want to talk about the timing rather. I also want to talk about this particular move in here as well, because in some markets, this move down through here took the low out of this one here in some markets. So we're left with the low. And because we can count 5 waves from this low here all the way up to this point here as a 5-wave structure here, maybe we should consider this being the low. Otherwise, it turns out to be an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave up to that point, which is okay too. We can work with that. But I want not today, but we will start talking about how long this correction could be in here based on previous expectations over here as well. So yeah, just a bit on the time of things. So, will it be March next year was one of the targets that I came up with. So this particular correction here for hodlers is really going to wear people out, because it's still got, as we know, we've still got further to move down into this space. We've still got this to move. We've still got this to move. So, how long is all that going to take? So that's one of the things that I wanted to discuss in one of the videos this week. Alrighty, I'll leave it at that, and let's just. I know I haven't put out much detail, but we will be seeing more downside. And today, I just really wanted to present a count that would be simple enough for us to get our heads around, but also understanding the the mistakes of this wave 4 overlapping this as well. And we can end it as an A and a B and a C wave here as well. I had been looking at previous corrections that look very similar to this, not only in Bitcoin, but in stock as well. So perhaps I'll include those in the timing of when we do the timing Bitcoin. Alrighty, I'll leave it at that. Cheers.